Hi everyone, this is Donna from the Emotional Center, and today we're going to talk about stress. So at the Emotional Center, we look at everything through a vibrational lens. We're going to talk about stress, and we're going to look at it through the vibrational lens, how stress acts vibrationally, and some ways you can become aware of your stress vibration and ease the stress that you feel. The first thing that eases stress is an understanding of the vibrational nature of it. Understanding alone is very soothing, and we can actually soothe our minds with understanding how stress actually works on the vibrational level. So imagine that you have a reality camera and you look through it and see everything in your reality. So your reality camera is a part of you. You really can't help but see your reality through it. And the camera kind of defines what kind of reality you see, but you can put different lenses in your camera. Imagine that you have a special lens called your vibrational lens, and it makes everything transparent so that you can see the energy behind whatever you're looking at. It sounds a bit like a sci-fi movie or a 1950s comic book ad for X-ray glasses. What we're really talking about is a concept. It's a metaphor for shifting your perception. But honestly, the vibrational lens, it's an amazing tool. When you become aware of the vibrational level of things, and notice I use the word aware, you can start to work at that level and make tiny changes at the actual energetic level of things. And you can get remarkable results in your reality this way. And it's true for every vibration. And it's true for every part of your reality. So I use the word aware because people sometimes worry that if they don't actually see energy, see waves of energy or colors or auras or stuff like that. Some people see those things, but most of us don't. So if you don't see vibration, you don't have to worry about it. It's an awareness in your mind is what we're really talking about. I've never seen energy visually, but I'm a master at intuiting vibration. And at the Emotional Center, that's what we teach you. We teach you to become aware of the vibrational level of your life, how to access these vibrations, and how to make changes at the vibrational level. Those changes filter up and they create concrete, everyday, real-life results. So let's get back to stress here. There's a difference between stressful feelings and stressful vibrations. Our feelings are made of energy and matter, and they're just slightly more dense than what vibrations are. Vibrations, of course, are non-physical. So we can actually feel emotions in our bodies because they have a bit more reality to them. They have a bit of density to them. Out of everything in our reality, it seems that our emotions are one of the closest doorways into our vibrations. So when we use a feeling word like sadness, for example, know that sadness is both a feeling and a vibration. So the emotion of sadness has a unique underlying vibrational footprint. And same is true for stress. Stress is a feeling and it has a vibration. The second thing that really helps soothe our conscious minds is to understand that stress is a very human, understandable response to uncomfortable, unhappy, problematic situations that just don't seem to change or get better. When we perceive ourselves as kind of stuck or trapped in a situation, or even if we feel stuck or trapped in a particular feeling, we can get stressed. And when a situation or feeling or even a mindset doesn't change, we can say that the actual energy of it isn't flowing. And all energy wants to flow. So when energy doesn't flow, we become uncomfortable. We end up feeling stuck, trapped, unsatisfied, unhappy. And boy, if those feelings don't get a chance to change, they just get worse. And we start to experience higher and higher levels of stress. Stress expresses itself in our life on 4 levels, right? The vibrational level, the emotional, mental level, and the physical level. And energy can actually stop or start flowing on all of these levels. And most of us, to be honest with you, in today's society, most of us are acclimated to a certain level of stress. We've gotten really used to a lot of the symptoms of energy not moving, and we may not even recognize the symptoms or the indications that our stress levels are way too high or on the rise. Sometimes it takes really intense and dramatic symptoms like panic attacks or anxiety attacks, or sometimes even signs of depression, will help make us aware of our high stress levels. And believe me, these symptoms aren't just in your head. You're experiencing something real, and it's a very real response to something that's actually happening vibrationally. Stress reactions basically are reactions to uncomfortable feelings that don't know how to flow or change. So people in general always underestimate how much stress they're experiencing. If you're starting to become aware that you do have these symptoms and they're actually stress symptoms, we really encourage you to reach out for professional help, because it's just good common sense to use the resources that are available to you. So for more information on the symptoms of stress, you can go to the Emotional Center's blog, where we've published sort of a more in-depth treatment of what stress looks like in your life. And most people, like I say, miss the fact that their stress levels are much higher than they think, and reading that blog might help. Another thing that helps ease stressful feelings is to understand that we don't have to eradicate everything that we think brings us stress. It's a ton of work and it's not necessary, because being stress-free, it's not an outer lifestyle condition or circumstance. Being stress-free means you're quiet, peaceful, and serene and clear on the inside. Being stress-free is a vibration. The vibration of peacefulness is always there. It's just waiting for you to tune in. So believe me, I'm a perfect example of this. I have a full, busy life, but I have a very quiet, peaceful inner life because I've learned how to tune into that vibration. So how can I help you get to this quiet, clear inner place? How can I help you tune into this serene and peaceful vibration? At the Emotional Center, we use the emotional scale to help us tune into vibration. Honestly, it's going to be one of your most valuable tools for reducing your stress. The emotional scale, I think it was first introduced by Abraham Hicks. It ranks emotions according to their vibration. So in other words, how heavy or light they are, or how negative or positive they feel. You can actually download a PDF copy of our emotional scale on our website at theemotionalcenter.com. On the blog, we've got a link there. And I'll put a link in the description below. It's good to really look at the scale, actually engage your mind, your brain in this. Look at the scale and see the range of emotions and how they're listed. And we're going to use this scale as we go along here. So once you've actually looked at that scale, you can see where stress lives. It lives in the bottom half of the emotional scale, which means it's uncomfortable and it feels bad, which is exactly the way it's supposed to feel. It's not supposed to feel good to be stuck in a negative vibration. Now, to be honest with you, we're not actually stuck in a vibration. When we're experiencing stress, we're actually stuck in a kind of feedback loop with the universe. So our vibration is creating reality, which creates our vibration, and so on. So it's important to know something really special about this feedback loop. It's actually an amplification loop. So that feedback loop is designed to step things up to get our attention. So if we're not paying attention, the feelings of stress just get more intense and more intense and more intense. Now, our part of the feedback loop is the vibration part. So there's actually a lot we can do about our vibration and to get that energy moving and changing that feedback loop. And when we make small positive changes in the vibration part of that feedback loop, the reality on the other end will respond accordingly with positive changes. It's why you don't have to move out into your world and start changing your circumstances in order to feel less stress. This is where you start. You start on the vibration end of that feedback loop. So let's get to how you actually do this. The first thing is to make peace with your emotions. Download our PDF version of the emotional scale. Check in with yourself 4 to 5 times a day, minimum, I'd say. I'm checking in all the time, but when you're beginning, 4 to 5 times is a good place to begin. And it's so super easy to do. Each check-in should only take a minute or less, so this isn't a big hairy deal, right? The reason you want to do this is because awareness and acceptance help energy move. So your brain is going to wrestle with this a little bit because it seems counterintuitive. Our brains think, gosh, if I make peace with this sadness, for example, it'll never change. The truth is, our brains just don't understand the transformative nature of acceptance. And it's one incredibly effective way to start things moving. So here's how to make peace with whatever emotion you're feeling when you're doing these little check-ins. And just to be crystal clear on this, when you're making peace with the emotion that you're feeling, you are by default making peace with the vibration beneath it. So look at the emotional scale. Pick a vibration that most describes you in that moment. And notice where it is on the scale. And then just bring your focus gently to the inside of your body, to the inside of your torso. It doesn't have to be any particular place. It's good to do this with your eyes closed. Even if you can't feel the inside of yourself in a particular way, you can imagine it. It's soft, it's warm. So take a couple of gentle breaths. It doesn't have to be a big breath. This whole thing is very casual, very gentle. Make peace with whatever you're feeling. Even if you don't feel anything, even if you feel numb, or even if every time you check in you just are frustrated or you're feeling one particular feeling over and over again, make peace with that. So have the strong intention to allow and accept. Don't judge what you're feeling. And remind yourself that every feeling in every moment has a unique vibrational footprint. And intend that the energy behind whatever you're feeling becomes soft enough to flow and change. Then you bring yourself out of it, open your eyes, get on with your day. Do that 4 or 5 times a day and watch energy start to move. Another way to get energy moving is very, very similar, but it's framed in a different way. Take a 30-second vacation from your reality. Not even kidding, this works. So can you shift your attention and focus away from your thoughts and your outer world towards your inner sensations for just 30 seconds? So even this tiny effort gets your energy moving. I kind of have to laugh at this because you'd be surprised at how many people, they read about doing it, they think about doing it, they imagine themselves doing something like this, but they actually don't ever do it. I want you to actually start doing it. You could try it right now. Push pause on this video. Give yourself a 30-second vacation. Just focus on your inner sensations. Be okay with whatever you do or don't feel. Remember, no judging allowed. Experiencing yourself in this way, even for 30 seconds, has a very soothing anti-stress effect. It softens your energy and vibrations begin to flow. And this is super, super important. You might not feel it happening in the moment. So don't judge the effectiveness of what you're doing by changes that you can actually feel in the moment. That's a very common mistake that people often make. Just keep practicing. The practice picks up momentum, and very soon you'll start to feel relief. Now, on our website, we offer a free mini course that will help you form a habit of taking these mini breaks throughout the day. It's called the 5-Day Vibrational Habit Builder, and we developed it just for you. So it's a sweet and easy way to bring more and more awareness to how you're feeling in the moment. And that just keeps the energy flowing. It's a strong antidote to stuck, stressed energy. We get super positive feedback on the habit builder, and you can do the 5 days over and over again and just get momentum and flow going. So it's a good tool for you. And here's one last suggestion. Listen to this audio over again and over again if you feel like it. There's lots of good information here, and the vibration is high and clear. So while you're listening, you can kind of tune in. So thanks so much for joining me here today and talking about stress, and I hope you have a wonderful stress-free day.